Hey guys, it's Remo, and here's this week's update from our team. Our story for today is a recent experience I had with on a property with Edison and the county regarding a large meter upgrade. And so, I think one of the things that's really important is to always focus on the solution, right? We had Edison saying one thing, that they will not allow this because it needs to be this. The county saying something opposite of that, and really none of them are agreeing, and says, well, if the other person says, in this case, let's say Edison says that you need to do this, have them put in writing and send it to us. And the county, vice versa. No one wanted to do that. And so obviously we're here at an impasse, which is going to be either we move forward and somehow figure this out or not. And the goal there was really to be solution based, where then I started asking, well, would this work? Would you guys allow this? In the past, has this worked? Right? And the more we explore solutions, not saying, well, that's not going to work, or you can't do that, and really it ending there, it wasn't going to serve us at all. So in your life, I would like to kind of share is, when a situation comes up, are you asking, well, how can we make this work, right? How can this work out to where it benefits, yourself or both sides? And it really, in a lot of things, right? I mean, if we had someone that reached out that wanted to get in real estate, and obviously they've been told by family and friends that, hey, real estate's tough, it's commission, it's all this stuff. And if you focus on that, right, on the reasons why it can't happen, you'll never really get an opportunity to explore the possibilities of it happening, right? And same with this conversation with Edison and with the county. The good news is it kind of figured itself out. Again, by asking questions, we got to that point. So hope the story makes sense, that really the moral of the story is be solution-based, and obviously it unlocks new opportunities. So with that being said, let's get started. We want to first off by congratulate. We have a couple of homeowners that got their offer accepted. So Miguel, Maria, congratulations. Who else do we have? Sorry, Kathy always gives me a list here of things to say so I don't mess up. We also have some people, some families that are going to be getting keys, which is obviously really exciting in this competitive market. Anytime you get to this milestone is always a really exciting and monumental task, with all things considered. So again, we mentioned Ivan and Carolina, good friends that sold last week, purchased last week. However, they get officially their keys later today, which is exciting for them. As soon as they became the owners and took possession, the fumigation tent went up, so they haven't really went into their home quite yet. So today that's gonna happen. Susanna, she's also getting her keys on Friday as well. So a big congratulations there. And then our Bellflower Sellers, we are moving to closing in I would say by hopefully end of next week, maybe even the following week. And here's kind of a reason why it's taking a little bit longer, because if you have a condo that you're selling, and in this case condo or townhome like we have, there's certain things that need to be provided by the homeowners association. And homeowners associations, sometimes they're well managed and you get stuff back fairly quickly for a fair price because they charge for those things. And then sometimes things cost an enormous amount and they take long. In this case, in this association, it costs $1,600 to the seller to get the documents needed for the buyer to be able to obtain financing. $1,600. It's insane. It's probably the most I've ever seen. And the reason why we kind of share that is, these types of things that potentially come up, and every association might either be privately managed, where, your neighbor might be the treasurer that needs to sign off on things, or it might be professionally managed with a small firm, or, it's managed by a bigger company. And each of those are going to obviously be different, have different fees, different timelines. So that obviously needs to kind of be accounted for in the closing period. And that's why I said maybe it's not end of next week, it's going to be the week after, because the documents we're still waiting on those documents, and nothing really happens until the bank is able to view them. So we're almost at 2 weeks out from getting to the finish line. Inventory is still short, or short slash not as much as we would like it to be. As of this morning, there's 87 properties in all of the city of Whittier that are available for sale. And you might say, well, that sounds like it's a lot. Well, it actually is not. On average, what we want to see when there's enough homes where it's not really a seller's market or not really a buyer's market, in the city of Whittier, we would typically want to see 200 and maybe 300 homes that's enough where there's enough options for buyers. And obviously, buyers don't have to just throw in everything to be able to get their offer accepted. So still 87 homes is not that many, or 87 properties, still not that many properties. So, if you're thinking about selling, this is a great opportunity. I do feel like things are slightly slowing down. And I say this today, July 15th, so you can quote me here, where there's what we call an inflection point in the market, where we do see things slightly slowing down, right? And I say slightly slowing down because it's not as crazy as, $100,000 over, we'll take it as is, just, leave all your trash kind of behind. Buyers are kind of getting slightly fed up, so the offers are not as aggressive and not as quickly. So it obviously creates a good opportunity for a buyer as we kind of go in that direction. Now for sellers, what's really important is you want to obviously take advantage of this market as soon as possible, because if we start obviously slowing down, more properties come to market, then what ends up happening is your property is not going to sell as fast or for as much as you would like, especially from, let's say, a month ago or maybe 2 months ago. So something to really consider. I really believe it, and I'll say it today, July 15th, that we slightly start seeing not a slowdown. And I don't want this to kind of be blown out of proportion. However, it's not as aggressive as if aggressiveness on the market was a 10, now we're seeing more of a 9, right? But again, it's the first step of the tide kind of switching. So with that being said, we have some home buyer workshops, an in-person one that's towards the end of the month. Actually, both of them towards the end of the month. The 22nd, which is Thursday at evening, virtual. So, it's nice because you can still do it from home. And then the 24th, which is Saturday, come hang out with us. Again, we'll feed you, get you educated, and get you going to home ownership. So with that being, last thing, we still have the property on the land in Honolulu, the beautiful house in Hacienda Heights. That's also available for sale. And then we also have a 3-bedroom in Whittier with a guest house as well. That'd be priced in the mid 600s, and a few more that we'll announce hopefully next week. So with that being said, thank you for your continued support. Hopefully this video wasn't too long. We got some good nuggets out of it, and we'll see you soon.